it be fun if there's a language like that? And a language entirely based around stubbing your toe. Or when you're getting into a bath. Very similar to chimpanzee, to be honest. Maybe that's what they're doing. Just spending their lives getting into a bath. Maybe it's very humid there, very similar to a hot steaming bath in the jungles of the Congo, or Zaire as it was known when I was coming up. And what's his name? Who ran that place? Kinshasa, they had the rumble in the jungle with Muhammad Ali and George Foreman before the barbecues. What the hell's the name of that chap? The dictator. Mbuto or something like that, yeah. He was a weird one. He was an odd one, that character. I don't know, he was quite terrifying, but not in the typical way, kind of like a nerdy dictator. What's that guy's name? I think it was Mbuto. Maybe. Zaire, look it up. Democratic Republic of Congo? Or is it just the Congo? I can't remember. That just sounds like chimpanzee now. It's got to be more. Yes. Well, I did a show last night, and chap, I was supposed to go on at the end, and the chap accidentally put me on the penultimate. I was totally unprepared. And it went okay, but not wonderful. You know, it went awful, to be honest. Not awful, but nigh on awful. Despicably bad. A painful embarrassment all around. The Americans actually have an expression which I've heard recently, which I thought was really funny. When you have a bad show, you say that you eat your own balls. I ate my own balls. Rather vigorous imagery there, cascading down into our synapses. Just watched a movie called The Devil Loves Prada or something. The Devil Wears Prada, with Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, and Emily Blunt. Very diverse cast. Yes, it's about the fashion industry and a young, idealistic woman who wants to be a journalist, because there's a lot of money in that nowadays. And she instead becomes an intern for some Anna Wintour from Vogue magazine type, played by Meryl Streep. And the whole time I'm watching this film, I'm thinking, great, I love the fashion world. $12,000 for a Louis Vuitton bag that's made by 16-year-old girls paid $90 an hour in Cambodia, and that's a fact, ladies and gentlemen. I know for a fact that's the going rate. For a month's work, $90 for a month. 6 days a week, 8 hours. Yeah, they haven't actually put it up to 10, not yet. 6 days a week, 8 hours, 48 hours a week for a month, $90. Building the shoes, making the shoes, building them, I guess, their platforms. You're going to need some sort of foundations for them. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. Meanwhile, these snooty turds are waltzing around, lecturing everyone on our immorality. And everything they do rests on child labour. Well done, snooties. Good for you. And you'll be fine, fuck. They don't care. They're not confronted with it. They don't see it. Out of mind, out of mind. Out of hand, out of mind. Out of mind, out of mind. Good performances in the film. It's a good film. You know, it's just the people in it are despicable. Fashion is actually the textile industry is the biggest polluter of all. Supposedly more than energy production and cars and all the rest of it. I'm pretty sure it's definitely up there. It's in the top 3. The textile industry is the biggest polluter. That's nice to know, eh? Which is why I wear the same boxer shorts for the last 10 years. I mean, there are years where I will wash them. Leap years, usually. February 29th is my wash day. Although I've missed the last 2. I forgot, you see. They happen so infrequently that it completely slipped my mind. And it's getting harder and harder to peel them off my skin. Very, very hard. Peel the old boxer shorts. Because I have a lot of tufts of hair down there, and it gets tangled up with the organisms that are starting to... the colonies of organisms that have started to congregate around my nether regions. Boxer shorts. I used to wear underwear. And then I changed. I was about 19, thank God. I could never wear underwear again. I just think skid marks when I think of underwear. I can't help it. White underwear. Even if it's a woman wearing little white underwear, I always think of skid marks. It's not good. It's not erotic. Gisele Bündchen, that Brazilian bint fashion model that Leonardo DiCaprio was banging, shagging, Brazilian style, was in that film too. I don't find any of those women attractive for some reason. I mean, I do, but in a sort of, I don't fancy them, if you know what I mean. They're just, I don't know, too snooty. I don't find that attractive. Not that some posh women are attractive. Princess Margaret was attractive. I don't know why. I think I mentioned her before. Even Princess Anne, I saw an interview with her, which is really pushing it. So I remember she always used to have that sort of bouffant beehive man bun sort of hairstyle. Yeah, essentially, I think Russell Brand has that hair. He has the Princess Anne hairstyle now. Hope somebody points that out to him at some point. Yeah, you've got the Princess Anne hairstyle. All these chaps, this man bun, have got the Princess Anne hair. Oh, that'll be good for their self-esteem and their image. I look like Princess Anne. I'm a mixed martial artist wearing a 3-piece suit with Princess Anne's hair. Why not? Good for them. Princess Anne. Well, big years is 70 last November. He's born the same month as me, I think. Prince Charles, 70. Let's see, when I met him, it was summer of 2001, so he would have been 52. And I was, I was 22. Almost. So, let's say, she's younger than him, so what age would she be? 68? I think she's a couple of years younger than him or something. I think the early 70s were her heyday. I saw an interview with her, and she was a bit of a goer, if you know what I mean. I think it's obviously the riding breeches. It must be something like that in the old, what's that called? The whip, the riding riding strap. Yeah, that's usually the fetish, isn't it, on the 1970s porno magazine? Some women dressed up in like hunting gear with a riding crop. That's what it's called. There was even a Carlsberg advert, I think. If Carlsberg made girlfriends, and it had 2 posh birds dressed up in hunting gear. Never just the one, it's always 2. That's kind of that's a constant thing with men, isn't it? Must be very reassuring to women to know that we'd rather have 2 than 1. That's because we like them so much. And we're just satisfied with 1. They're a bit like, potato crisps. You can't just stop at having one. You want to repeat, but also they go out of date quite easily. That was harsh. Potato crisps, Doritos. Doritos, they're an odd thing. And what are they made from? Have they been checked out? It's corn, I guess. So it's corn. So I guess it's toasted corn. Corn, that's what it is. Toasted bits of corn flour. Because they do. They have the soft ones too, isn't it? Soft tacos. So it's basically those things toasted, then covered in some highly toxic chemical carcinogenic orange substance that cocaine addicts won't even fucking snort. It's so harsh. I've tried it once. Tried snorting Dorito dust. Started playing mariachi and do a lot of stereotypical thing that Mexicans do, like annoy Donald Trump and the vast majority of the southern states of America. What else do Mexicans do? Make burritos, tacos. What else is there? Fajitas. Burritos, tacos, fajitas, empanadas. Empanadas are like the Cornish pasty of South America or Latin America, aren't they? It's bloody good, that stuff. I love that stuff. I love Mexican food. But because I'm shallow and a cretin, I like Tex-Mex with loads of sour cream and cheese, so I can get my vitamin D even if I'm in Arizona and I'm proceeding to get melanoma from the intense fucking sun rays down there. Not that I've ever been, but I do like Tex-Mex. Mexican, let's see. London has got a lot of shit restaurants. Totally overpriced as well, compared to other cities I've been in. Vancouver has fantastic Japanese. Spanish, La Bodega, if you're ever there, that's a great place. God, that place is good. Korean, Vietnamese, great Chinese, egg foo young, best egg foo. I remember when I went to London, I ordered an egg foo young from a Chinese takeaway in Peckham, and it cost £3.50, which is about $5, not cheap. Even more back then, I think. I think the rate was much higher back then. And I got a tinfoil container with some scrambled eggs in it, you know. Egg foo young, supposedly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened to the I think they have so little respect for the cuisine of Britain that they don't in any way attempt to make anything tasty. I mean, you could not believe the quality of the food in Peckham. It was just horrific. There was another Chinese place. I mean, people used to eat it as well. I was like, what is going on here? If there's anything you can rely on, it's usually, Chinese takeaway is pretty fucking good. Peckham, the soup they made was just, I mean, how could you actually go out of your way to make your soup taste vile? It's hard to, you can make it be tasteless, but actually what do you add to make it taste something that, like an emetic, something to induce vomiting? Oh shit. Okay, I gotta stop.